Dark, light, hot, cold, sweet and milky, citrusy and chocolatey. No matter how you like it, those who drink it can all agree it's delicious.
Smelling colors.
We might thrive on spontaneity more than we do on routine.
But no matter where in the world we find ourselves, there's always one routine that we keep. Our morning cup of coffee. We've brewed coffee on mountaintops and on beaches, with friends on the road, and alone when we're at home.
We've used French presses and Chemexes and AeroPresses and admittedly a drip pot, because when we're too groggy in the morning, sometimes it's hard enough to hit the big button that says brew.
It's not an obsession, but it's a passion. So much so that we even started our own coffee company.
Today's the day. Friendful Coffee is freshly roasted, and we're gonna go to Goodman's.
We're so excited. We get to send you guys some of our favorite coffee, which is, I don't know, I don't want to say it's been a dream. Chris, we both love coffee, but Chris has always wanted to do some sort of like sharing coffee, whether it's a coffee shop or coffee company. Like this has always been like part of his dream of like sharing coffee with people. And if we can't be there in person to share it with you guys, we can at least share our favorite coffees with you. So this has been like the perfect little way to get introduced into the world of coffee past just consuming.
Oh.
But we'll keep consuming.
Yeah.
All right, let's go get the coffee.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
And that one.
Okay, it may take us 2 trips because we brought the tuk-tuk.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
3 big boxes of coffee, freshly roasted, bag, coming to y'all soon.
Loaded up the tuk-tuk with coffee. We're gonna feel that extra weight going home in the tuk-tuk, aren't we?
Friendful Coffee coming near you.
And for those of you who are sitting here thinking, Sarah talks so fast, it's probably just a caffeine addiction, you'd be wrong. The caffeine is just a bonus. From bush to bean to shipping pallet to roasters to finally cup, the journey and the story behind the coffee keeps us learning and discovering more about this delicious berry.
And like every aspect in life, there's more than meets the eye. Behind every cup of coffee is a whole team of individuals who have farmed, harvested, shipped, roasted, and brewed for people like you and me to enjoy. Coffee can be found in just about every corner of the world, from Yemen to Vietnam and Tanzania to Hawaii.
This one little berry growing bush has thrived in all sorts of places around the world, each yielding a subtle variation of the thing we all love so much, coffee. Like most Saturday mornings when we're home, this one is starting with a cruise around town on the tuk-tuk in search of coffee.
Look, we all know how this is going to end up. We go to the same coffee shop over and over, so don't be surprised yet again when we roll up to Goodman's. It's a cloudy morning here in Chattanooga today. Labor Day weekend is bringing some strong hints of fall,
which is weird considering it's usually 95 and muggy enough to cut the air with a knife. But not today. Overalls on and tuk-tuk rubbed up, we're heading to town to get a bit of inspiration for this video.
I've gotten a lot better at driving the tuk-tuk. Pretty good now. Speed bumps for suckers. Expensive here. That's all? I guess it is only like half a gallon. All right, let's go. I just bought us miles of fun.
$1.60 isn't bad.
Okay, so now that we've gotten our caffeine for the morning, let's get back to the story. It's not just the taste of the coffee that gets us excited, It's the people. The first group of people are the small business owners who farm the coffee growing high in the mountains and in remote valley corners of the earth. These are the people who have invested their lives into producing a quality product to support their families and for us to enjoy.
Their hard work and patience that goes into growing and picking these tiny red berries is tasted in every quality cup of coffee.
The second group of people are the people who buy, roast, and sell the coffee.
Specifically, the small businesses who work endlessly to seek out quality coffee grown by responsible farmers. From our favorite neighborhood shop to hundreds of coffee shops we've stumbled into around the world,
Their presentation is varied, but their passion is all the same.
and last but not least, the third group of people are like us, the consumers and community that are as much in love with the coffee itself as the culture that surrounds it.
Maybe you're like us and you started drinking coffee somewhere in college or while you were working your first real adult job out of necessity to wake up in the morning. Or maybe you started drinking it with friends because somehow the best conversations seem to be had over warm cups of coffee.
While 9 times out of 10 the coffee we drink is in the morning just to wake up, we know that the best cups are had when shared with friends. The best conversations and the brightest dreams have been hatched and had with friends over a cup of coffee.
There's something about coffee that encourages conversation. Maybe it's something to keep our hands busy and holding in the midst of an awkward conversation with new friends, or maybe it's the warmth it brings to your hands on a cold morning adventure with best friends.
From remote campsites to tucked away coffee shop nooks, the act of sitting and sharing a cup of coffee is a practice that's been around for centuries.
The combination of all the people that go into making and selling and enjoying coffee is why we decided to name our little coffee company Friendful. While the coffee itself is top-notch, our passion lies more in providing a product that's designed to cultivate community with friends. Look, we leave the sourcing and roasting to the people who have made coffee their life's passion. Our friends at Goodman Coffee in Chattanooga have been in the coffee business for decades, and not only do they know where to find the right beans, but they roast each different batch with great intentionality. To these guys, coffee's an art. We say Friendful is by friends for friends, not because we've only built a friendship with Goodman Coffee, but they're intentional about seeking to continue to build relationships with the farmers they work with to source their coffee.
We love the ongoing process of learning about coffee and the various brew methods and the science behind the growing and roasting process, but the thing we will always get most excited about is sharing it with friends.
We love getting to see where coffee comes from and learning more about the different coffees from different points around the world.
Y'all know we love to travel, and having different coffees from around the world available in our own kitchen every morning is an opportunity to travel even when our passports are collecting dust.
If you're a coffee person, the next time you go to brew a cup, we encourage you to think about where it came from and the people that worked so hard to get it into that mug in your hand. And like many things in life, the people that make coffee possible are the most irreplaceable part of the entire experience. For behind the scenes and extra content, you can head on over to our Patreon community. Otherwise, be sure to follow on Instagram or like and subscribe here. It really helps creators like us.